Good morning. I've had a very distracted morning. Oh, today's Tuesday. I had a very distracted morning. I was trying to remember how to create my own barcodes for new books because I normally purchase them, but I decided to make my own. So now I've got to type up instructions so I remember how to do it next time. I was just having a look at, sorry, there was something on my screen. I was just, saw some comments pop up, and Angie asked a couple of questions, and I realised that I forgot to put some text on the screen. So what I was making yesterday was lemon honey or lemon curd. It's pretty much the same thing. And it's a spread that you can either put on your toast or your crumpets, or I've put some in between. Last night I made a sponge cake and I put it between two layers. Sorry, I keep checking to see if anyone's coming in through the door. So I got that recipe from foodinaminute.co.nz, so I'll put that on the screen here. And the blackboard is actually used to be an old, floor length mirror, and it was very old, and Gisborne was hit with quite a big earthquake December 2007, and that was a victim of a casualty of the earthquake. It fell and the mirror glass broke. And it sat there for ages, just broken. And one day I removed the glass out of it and I bought some chalk paint and I painted it so that I could use it as a blackboard. So that's that. So it's an old oak frame. Yeah. So that's a little update there. It's almost time for our cup of tea, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. I've been home for about half an hour or so. Look at the dog. Yeah. Funny old day today. It's actually quite cold. Let's just wobble you there. I popped dinner on. When I first walked in, I've got beef cheeks, so I would have recorded it, but I was just too tired, so I didn't. I feel like I need to start again. I chopped up some onion, not just in chunks, some onion, parsnip, carrot and beetroot, laid that on the bottom of the dish, sprinkled it with a little bit of Himalayan rock salt, pepper and olive oil, and then on top of that I placed some beef cheeks, and I have sprinkled that with a bit of pepper and some Worcestershire sauce, Worcester sauce. Covered it in some tin foil and chucked it in the oven. I will turn it down shortly. We'll see how that goes. I normally do it in the slow cooker, but honestly, I thought I had more time this morning and I didn't. Because I really needed to stop and get some petrol on the way to work. So I had to leave about 15 minutes early. But then I had a disaster because as I was leaving, I was like, I need to have my nutrient rescue. So for those who don't know, it's just a plant-based powder drink. I lost the words. It's freeze-dried fruit and veggies, and it's in a powder, and you have a shot of it, and it's amazing. It's really good. And as I was drinking it, I normally just drink it in a shot, from the shaker. But I got halfway and I thought, oh, there's something hanging funny from the blinds in the kitchen. And what it was is when I'd pulled the Roman blinds up, they'd caught hold of one of the cuttings that I've got in the little propagation jars. And what I could see was the roots hanging down from the blind. So I reached up for it, and as I went to put it back down, the other hand, which was holding the cup, I forgot about that, and it fell out of my hand, dropped on the bench, splattered all over me, all over the bench, all over the floor. So I quickly grabbed a cloth and wiped down this, and you can't really see it on there. Managed to get it off, and then quickly started wiping up, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm just going to have to do it when I get home. And I still haven't done it. So I'm about to go and do that now. I've just been sitting here and I was just scrolling through Instagram and ended up having a conversation with my brother on Instagram. We were sending each other reels, and that just sends you down a slippery slope of doom scrolling. So I've stopped. But anyway, I will leave you to it, and I'll come back to you shortly. Hello there. So I've just pulled my sourdough starter out of the fridge. It's been there for a few months. I've got some fresh jars here, and what I put about a spoonful in each jar with tablespoon of flour, a tablespoon of water, and mix that together with the lids are just slightly ajar, put on tight, and I'll keep feeding those over the next few days, and hopefully that reboots it. The next thing I'm doing is getting my kombucha ready. So I've just heated 14 cups of water and dissolved a cup of raw sugar into here. Then I'm going to add 8 tea bags. I'm going to add 4 black and 4 green, and then when that's cooled I'll show you the next stage. Alright, here is dinner. We've got our beetroot, parsnips and carrots there, beef cheek, smashed potatoes with lemon and caper, and the balsamic glazed drizzle on top. The tea brew for the kombucha is still cooling, and I have a puppy looking at me, and the rest of the family aren't home yet, so I'm just going to eat this while it's fresh. Drop, take it. Drop. Take it to Jess. Drop. 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 Hello, girlfriends. It's nearly bedtime. Hello. Hello. Hi. Okay, so here's our last bit before the end of the night. I've put the tea in here. I've emptied out this jar. I've put some of the kombucha. This was a very old brew. in here, and the scobies as well. So I've decanted 2 cups of the liquid out of here, and now I'm going to put the part of the SCOBY in here, and then I'm going to cover it to stop fruit flies and stuff from getting in there. Let's just see. This is from J Poppy's house. Oh, cool. This kind of grows in layers, so I'm just going to put this in here like this. It's quite heavy, but eventually it'll form a SCOBY on top. Let's make sure there's no bugs in here, because they like the smell. Right, there you go. And that will go on the table. You just make sure that you keep the kombucha away from the sourdough, because sourdough is yeast, i.e. mold based. So if you have the kombucha near moldy fruit or sourdough, it'll grow mold on the SCOBY. I learned that the hard way. Right, there you go. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.